If you're looking at replacing your roof, you've probably come across too many different types of shingles, at least two main ones, 3-tab or laminate style shingles. But what's the difference between them? We're gonna take a look here, some of the key features and differences between these two products and what you got on your roof. First, let's talk about 3-tab shingles. 3-tab shingles are flat. They have 3 tabs on them. Pretty obvious with the way that they look. This is what I would consider a strip shingle. So this is all one shingle. Traditionally, or when shingles first came about, they were made in a strip. Now, a 3-tab does have the cutouts in it, gives it a very distinct feature. One of the things that is different between 3-tab shingles that you may have to pay attention to if you have a 3-tab on your roof still, something you will want to be conscious of, and we see it a lot when we're dealing with insurance claims, and maybe insurance company is recommending a repair with a slightly different product. We have our old metrics and we have our standard shingles. One's a 36-inch shingle, one is a 39.25-inch shingle. So different dimensions. This one has a 5-inch exposure on this 36-inch, the standard shingle. The metric has a larger exposure. When you try to mix these two shingles, there's major issues, adhesive strips, things that can leave the shingles more vulnerable to wind damage, things of that nature. So like I said, we see it often with insurance claims, and it is an issue. A lot of carriers will recommend you make a repair with a slightly different size 3-tab shingle. Well, the issue is nowadays that 3-tabs are, for the most part, at least in our part of the country, are no longer available. Manufacturers have discontinued this material. It is just about impossible to find this product to make a repair with. Now, if you are able to find a product to make a repair with, depending on how many shingles you have damaged on your roof, it's something to keep in mind. Talk to your contractor. How many bundles of shingles are you going to need, and how many bundles of shingles is he able to source? It's a very difficult thing to do right now. And you know, as far as cost, 3-tab shingles, laminate shingles, they're really, you would think that there would be a significant cost difference, being that this is a lighter shingle, a more simple shingle, not as complex to make. The cost difference between the two is very minimal, and when going to make repairs or replacements, it just doesn't quite make sense to use a 3-tab shingle any longer. And you know, there was a time where a 3-tab shingle used to be cut out and used as ridge caps. That's not really the case anymore. Again, we can't get enough of the product to do things like that. Most of the manufacturers now have a specific hip and ridge shingle. They're perforated, a lot more easy to use for that type of thing. So just be conscious if you're looking to have repairs done on your roof. If you do have a 3-tab shingle, there could be some issues that come up. Talk to your contractor about it. See what's out there, what's available. But from what we see, you might be able to find some whites, you might be able to find some blacks, and that's about the extent of it. So identifying a 3-tab versus a laminate shingle from the ground sometimes can be tricky for homeowners. We have people call in and they'll say they have a tile and it's actually an asphalt shingle, but when it comes to asphalt shingles, the main two differences you need to know is a 3-tab shingle versus a laminate shingle. Now, we have some other videos that show those closer up, but from the ground. So if you look at this roof, you can see it doesn't really have any dimension to it. It lays pretty flat, but then you also see all those little vertical lines, and they almost look like little rectangles up there, and it's very like consistent. That's a good indicator it's a 3-tab style roof. Those little lines, typically they'll line up every couple of courses, and they look like little rectangles or almost like squares, I guess, depending on the pitch you're looking at. That's a good indicator. When you look at a laminate roof, it has dimension to it. You see shadow lines up there. So 3-tab shingle versus a laminate. So we just looked at that 3-tab roof. It was really flat, and you see like all those generic lines in it. This roof right here is a laminate shingle. You see there's more dimension to it. It's got a lot more variety to it. There's some shadow lines, has more depth. That is going to be a laminate style shingle. So remember, those 3 tabs, they lay flat, no dimension to them, square lines, and a laminate shingle is going to have some depth and a lot more variety to it.